tells a tale the whole city knows. Rhythms in the shadows where the cold wind blows. Life's a gamble on these streets, anything goes. Boom bap echoes through the alleys at night. Soulful samples lift the darkness to light. Deep kicks pound like a heartbeat fight. These gritty vibes keep my story in sight. Graffiti on the walls paint the struggle.
Hey guys, welcome to the vlog today. Today we are going to continue working on Cherry Bomb. So today what we're going to be doing is kind of the last little bit of stuff that we're going to have to do before it's going to be getting the alignment on, well, we're going to drop it off Monday. Tuesday is the appointment for the alignment, and then we'll probably pick it up on Wednesday. And then hopefully, if everything goes well, we're going to be going out this Saturday to finally get some seat time in the car. So last little bit of stuff that we have to do. I still need to bring up the height of the front end a little bit. It's now dragging on the jack a little bit as it's settled. So I'm going to bring that up a little bit, and we're going to see if we can't get that to sit up a little bit higher. And hopefully it doesn't take away too much of our travel we have in the front end, but we will see how that looks like. When we're done that, the jack out. Hopefully it'll settle nicely for us. And then we are going to jack up the front or the rear end. We're going to get the old slicks off of these rims, and then once we have them off, we're going to have to drill the holes for the rim screws. I'm hoping that I can go to the tire shop tomorrow morning to get the new slicks mounted, and then once they are mounted, those can go back on and torque down. In the meantime, after we have the slicks off and the holes drilled already in the rims, we are going to drain the diff fluid that we have in this diff right now, and then we have a new cover we're going to put on with a new gasket and new diff fluid from Driven. So we're going to put that in, and then we also have a button for our shifter, so we're going to get that all done. And I think that's pretty much it. I also have the turbo guard, so we're going to fit that on, make sure that's all looking good. And then it's pretty much get the rest of the stuff done that we need to tomorrow. So I'll probably do this all in one video. So we're gonna get started on getting some of the stuff done. And I might try on the racing suit that came in this last week, and it fits, which is amazing. Why? Because I'm a massive human being. I am 6'10". I'm not gonna say my weight because I'm probably a little bit fat, but I'm 6'10", so I'm a big boy. And I found a racing suit that fit me. So it's from ProFox. So shout out to ProFox Racing for actually making your racing suit that fits you properly. So they have tall sizes. If you're a taller guy, you need a tall size racing suit, check out ProFox. They got some good stuff. And it wasn't even that pricey either. I live in Canada, so I had to even ship it here. But yeah, so I'm gonna get started on some of this stuff. So we're going to get started on changing the height of the front end, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I have got the height changed, and I think it's pretty close to where it's going to stay. Right now, I dropped it down, and the jack was loose. So that's a pretty good starting point. As you can see, that's where the height is right now. I mean, even if it drops a little bit when it settles, it's not that big of a deal, but I think that's pretty good. It might just need to be that, you know, from now on when we do some of these, a little bit of the work to the car, we might have to look into getting a low profile jack, or maybe just jacking it a little bit from the side just so that we can actually get the big jack under it properly. But we will deal with that when the time comes. So that part for now, I would like to say is done. So now I'm going to go to the back side, and I'm going to jack up the back, and then we're going to start taking off these old slicks. So what we're going to be doing is a trick that I saw on YouTube. And it is a trick where we actually use that big jack and a ratchet strap to take off, to break that bead. And then we're going to have to just get some pry bars and pry off some tires. So, but that's nothing. Nothing. Never done it before. First time. So, but I like learning. Anybody that knows me well enough knows I like to learn to do these things for myself so that I know how to do them. And I've never done this before, and so I'm excited to do this. But yeah, okay, so let's jack up the back and let's get going with that. Okay, so I have the valve stem out. So what we're gonna do now is I have the jack set up here. I'm gonna get my ratchet strap. We're gonna essentially wrap it around the rim, tie it up to the jack itself, and then use the jack to break that bead. And whether this is gonna work, I have no idea. But it looked really smart when I saw it on YouTube. And now you're seeing it on YouTube. So let's see what we can do. Well, from what I could see, you pretty much hook that side into the jack, and hook that side into the jack. I don't know how well this is going to work with the slick. If it's slick, there's a little bit more bendy. And flexible. But we are going to see. Got it. This side is done. There. Okay. So now what we gotta do is this side. So I think what I'm going to do is I don't have the proper tools to do this without scratching my rims. I don't really want to do that. So with the slick kind of being still on there, I can easily go and drill my my holes for the rim screws. So I'm going to drill those, and then we'll leave it like this, and then the professionals can take this one off and put my new slicks on. So yeah, that should work out. Okay, so I didn't really record a lot of dealing with the tires and the rims, but I'll walk you through kind of what happened. Number one, I didn't want to wreck my rims because I don't have the proper tools to take the tires off, and I've never done that before. So that part I'm just going to leave to the professionals, and yeah. So, but I was able to drill out the holes for the rim screws. Now, the template that I got from Summit Racing, and I heard the same thing from the one from Jags, they don't fit properly. Mine, I found that it was, actually it wasn't even a perfect circle, which was weird. At first I thought my rim was bent, and then I checked with the other one and it was the exact same thing. So that was kind of interesting. So I think I got them pretty close. But essentially what I did was I lined it up, taped the template on there, punched out where I was going to put the holes, and then I took it's a 3/8 socket, and then you essentially line it up so that I can go flush with the rim, so you're actually able to tighten up the rim bolts. And then I kind of pre-drilled a little bit, and then after that, then I drilled the actual hole. I didn't go exactly at a, like I didn't go exactly straight. I went a little bit of an angle, going like if the rim is here. How do I explain this? That it makes sense. Towards the outer part of the edge, so it's actually going to be grabbing the tire more when the screw is in there. So yeah, and then I took, for each one, I took a new, because I had a lot of extras. I think I bought 70 of them. I only needed 32, but yeah, so for each one I took one of the rim screws and I self-tapped it or pre-drilled it so that it was going to have the threads in there. That way I'm not reusing those, but I'm actually going to have the threads in there properly. But for now, I'm going to bed. I'm tired. Tomorrow morning I'm going to take these guys to the tire shop, hopefully get them to mount them right away, and then I'm going to come home and then I'm going to work on the diff. So get that finished up, try and get things checked off the list. So yeah, I will see you in a couple seconds. Good morning, guys. So for you, it's been a few seconds. For me, it's been a few hours. And I mean that, it's been a few hours. But we're getting things done. So I'm up early in the morning. I'm going to the tire shop early enough that they can't say no to me. Yeah, so we're going to get these new slicks mounted. and grab a few more things from the Canadian Tire that we need. And then we're going to keep on trucking on our list of things we got to do. So, yeah. Okay, so we just got back now from the tire shop. Took a little bit. I had to pick up some of that stuff, and the tire shop squeaked me in. They were already pretty busy, even though they had just opened up. They had a bunch of people asking for some favors, and I was one of them. But they squeaked me in, and they got them mounted, so we're going to go and load them, and then get the last few things done that we need to do. Chief is coming yet, and Aaron's coming yet, so we're going to have some help getting some of the other stuff done. Really hoping that we can get the rest of it done today. That way I can relax tomorrow a little bit. And then, other than loading up the car to go get a line. So, yeah. Here's a grand reveal of the new slicks. Yeah. Here's the new ones we're going to be running this season. I had a few people tell me that those ones are the Mickey Thompson ET drags. A lot of people told me those ones are better, they last longer. I wanted to find out the hard way. So I have run those before, and now they were old already when I used them. And you can still tell. They technically had more life in them, but they were too old. So definitely wanted to go new, especially with the added power that we're putting down. But so yeah, gonna try out the Who's Your Daddy 6000 here. And we got the rim screws all nicely in there, so yeah. See how these guys are gonna work for us. So okay. Chief's right over there. Hey. But yeah, so we're gonna skip pretty far ahead in the video because I did not record, I want to say about 75% of the stuff that went on. But kind of an overview. We did attempt to put the new diff cover on, and it turns out it's the wrong size, which is good news because it means we have a bigger diff than what we thought. But we just RTV'd it, put the new fluid in, and made that work. We got the new slicks on, the good old Who's Your Daddies, and rim screws are all on, so that's all done. We got the line lock button all in the shifter, and wired it up, made sure we tested it too, and that's all working. And we got, what else did we do? We clearanced the back. Yep. Aaron helped with that. He clearanced the back. So yeah, that's all done. Yep. But yeah, so it's on the trailer now. And it's on the trailer because we're going to be going to get it aligned tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow, Tuesday. But it's going to go to the shop tomorrow. So I'm going to go to work, and then I'm going to get it aligned. So yeah, but we'll record more when she gets aligned, because there's a few more things we want to get done, and then we're ready to go racing. But it's also going to rain this weekend, so we'll see what happens. But anyway, so yeah, that's the thing.